Hello and welcome to Real Talk with Tarra. You might recognize me from WJ Live. My name is Tarra Snyder and I'm an assignment editor here at the Western Journal. And today I'm bringing you what you need to know about what they call women's reproductive rights. In reality, that's abortion. Now, this has been in the news again this week as the Supreme Court of the United States is addressing the infamous Roe v. Wade Supreme Court case that basically legalized abortion across the United States. Now we finally have hope that that horrific decision is going to be overturned. But I couldn't resist the urge to talk to you guys about what actually goes on and why we are where we are. Throughout all of history in America, there have been different waves of feminism, and all of them have had some different objective or goal to run to. First wave was votes for women, which is great, right? Second wave was equal pay. And third wave has ultimately led us to the horrible destruction of feminism that we now know, which is the insatiable urge to kill our own children in order to have a sacrifice to the god of self. Now, as you know, that's not a really great way to be a feminist because it disturbs the natural order that God has ordained through women to give us this unique addition to lives that only women can do. Sitting on the Supreme Court hearing this case is Supreme Court Justice Amy Coney Barrett. She's the definition of what the left hates. She's successful, she's well educated, and she has 7 children. Try telling her that she can't be a well-educated, successful woman with her kids. I don't think that bodes well for them. If we look at abortion overall, oftentimes you might have been told that abortion is necessary in the case of rape. Why, though? Why do they always jump to this case of rape? They often try and embellish it with adding things like incest or just these horrible, horrible crimes. We often are told, you need to accept this for these horrible crimes. The real question is why does abortion always get lumped into those evil, heinous acts? The reality is that people know how heinous and evil abortion truly is, and that's the only way to put it on the same playing field or equal level. If the average married couple in America decided to abort their child, people would be appalled. People would look at them shocked. Why is that? Your heart sinks because you know that that is a human being. Like it or not, you can't ignore the human natural inclination that that is your child. We lie and deceive ourselves every day that it's a clump of cells and doesn't have autonomy until after it's born. But me and my friends and anyone you know in your life who's had a baby can know that that baby is well alive and kicking well before birth. Now, when it comes to medical decisions, people like to say that this is a simple medical procedure. That's simply not true. Why is it a simple medical procedure and an easy decision if women aren't allowed to look at the ultrasound before their child is born? Why aren't women allowed to go in to have an abortion just willy-nilly? Because they need to be drugged in order to go through what they are going to go through. It's a blanket lie and proves that this isn't the simple medical procedure that they claim it is. Now, a lot of this comes down to ignorance of what abortion actually is. When we use the word abortion, that is used as a blanket statement of just ending a pregnancy, but the reality of how you end that pregnancy is much more detrimental than you'd assume. Women don't know when they walk in that their baby can be vacuumed out of their womb, torn apart limb from limb. They don't know that during a saline abortion, their baby's burned alive from the inside out. They don't know that their baby can be pulled apart using forceps piece by piece. And finally, they don't know that if they're at 25 weeks, the abortionist can induce their baby to have a heart attack and then force the woman to deliver her now dead child. That's the reality of abortion. And I'm not trying to make this comfortable, and I'm not trying to be polite either. Abortion is not polite, and it's not comfortable. We can't allow it to do so, because then it is allowed to prevail. Ignorance allows for this to exist. Now, the last question I want to pose to you guys as the day goes on is, what is the meaning of a true feminist? You're going to hear that feminists are out marching and that feminists want to go to the Supreme Court and yell about how they need abortion in their lives. But the real thing we need to be asking ourselves is the real feminist the woman who's saying, yes, you can be a mother, you can be well educated, and you can achieve your dreams with a child? Or is the real feminist the one telling you that you need to kill your child in the womb in order to achieve what you want to? I think I have my answer. And that's the real talk.